All right, everyone. So this is what I came up with for my queen. It's a little bit short and stout. It's not as tall as maybe I should have made it, but let me just go through and show you how I went and made this queen. And we're gonna work on tools again. We're gonna be using the revolve tool on this one. So let me go ahead and describe. I just had the sketch and the revolve, and I didn't get to the chamfer and the fillet yet. But let me just check this out, and we'll get started. So I'm going to delete everything I have here, and I go ahead and I begin my sketch on my sketch plane. On my sketch plane, I'm going to go ahead and get my line tool. I'm going to leave the grid here. A lot of times I hide these, but I'm going to leave it open right now. I can click on the origin. I'm going to come out about a little bit, go up a little bit, and then I'm going to start angling up actually. And I'm going to hit escape to stop the line tool, and I'm going to dimension as I've taught you all. One click on the bottom, it's 0.8. I'm going to go half of an inch, 0.5, and I'll go a quarter of an inch here on the tall, so 0.25. And this is fine. I can go 0.25 if I want on that as well. And that's good. Now I'm going to go to the spline tool. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my spline tool. And this is where you get creative. You're going to make it your own a little bit here. I'm going to click one time on my starting point. And then as much as you want to bend it or click, I'm going to go ahead and come in a little bit more narrow. And then I'm going to come out and make some kind of just shape there. Back in, we're going back up again now, and you can adjust this after the spline tool. All those little circles that we have, we can go ahead and manipulate. Now I'm going to hit the scroll ball on my mouse. I'm going to click and pull it down just so I have more room up top here. And I'm going to make some kind of interesting looking feature that's going to revolve around. I'm going to make it kind of really interesting here, like a cactus or something. I don't know. And then I'm going to get all the way up to the line there, that vertical line that's going up and down from the origin. And I'm going to click one last time on that line and hit escape. Now, it's interesting looking. We'll come back to that in a minute. I'm going to turn my spline tool off. Now I can go ahead and I can grab these circles here and I can move them a little bit at least. You can click and you can move them a little bit and manipulate them to try to make it look maybe a little bit more appealing to you. And then I'm going to take lastly this line tool and I'll get the last top, one click on the top point, one click on my origin, and that kind of completes it. Now, I probably want to manipulate this a little bit more, but I'm going to leave it there just to keep it easy with you. And my revolve tool is next to extrude. And what that will do is it will take our sketch and just revolve it around an axis that we pick. So I click on it, and it says revolve axis is not chosen yet, but it did get our face of sketch one. So that's all what is going to revolve, but what is our axis? So I click once on revolve axis, once on my vertical line here. And there is our somewhat interesting queen. That is something. It's like a cup, like a chalice here. So we can then go and you can do some other things. Like I can hit fillet, and I can go on this axis right here and click one time on it. And it did it at 0.1 inch, and it just kind of gave it a little round there. That's kind of nice. And again, you can go back to your sketch one and say, this is too funky here. And I'm going to go back to my front plane, and you can manipulate this a little bit. You can pull it down. You can bring this out. You can bring that in. Maybe it's going to be more like that. I don't know. And then when you hit the check mark, it's going to automatically revolve now because you set that up. And whatever you're up for, I did want you to put your name on the bottom here, so I would, or your initials at least, and extrude, remove that. And let me show you how to do that just as a review. I'll hit bottom. I go to sketch, choose my sketch plane, that bottom right there, my A tool, my text tool, and I'll just put KM for Kevin Mattia and hit the check mark there. Now it's too big, so as you know, we can go ahead and dimension this line right here. I turn my dimension tool on, one time on that line. Let's go with 0.5. There you go, and that's on the bottom. If you want to move it a little bit, you can take with the tool off. You can move that and extrude, remove, point. I'm gonna go 0.1 because I'm in inches, not millimeters. So 0.1, and then I have my initials on the bottom. So kind of a funky chess piece. It probably needs some tweaking, but you know what? You learn the revolve tool. and you were able to get a little more experience on this. So have fun with it. Make it your own. Make it fun. Revolve it, and we're making a queen.